guess what? We're doing these back to back to back to back. Hey, Mark, you're always successful. You've never had a bad product. You've always made money from day one. Is that right?
That couldn't be more wrong if you tried to be more wrong. I mean, I tell everybody I have a doctorate in failure. I mean that you don't you don't get good at something by being 100% superstar. You got to strike out. You got to get hit by the ball. You got to go jump into the pits, because what happens is once you hit a pitfall somewhere, you never do that again,
No, wait,
unless
wait,
you're an
wait, wait. You're
idiot.
telling me you've lost money on a
Oh,
product?
I'm going to give you a specific instance. But a quick thing is, do you know what they call a moron? Somebody who does the same thing over and over and expects a different result.
All right.
So if you do fall into a pitfall in business or in
Okay.
anything else, work very hard not to do that again, because the result was terrible.
All
That's
right.
the difference between me and somebody starting out. I've been doing this for so long that I think, I'm not sure, I should knock on wood, that I've hit every pitfall. But there's always a new pitfall around the corner. But a lot of guys don't like to talk about their failures, Stephen. But I have no trouble with it, because
Okay.
if I'm good, I'm good, and if I'm bad, I'm bad.
All
So
right.
I mean, I think the viewers at this stage of the game understand who I am. I think they understand that I tell it like it is. I've got no room for bullshit, and when I'm good, I'm good, and when I'm good, it goes to the moon, and when I'm bad, I lose a ton of money. So I saw this item, was about maybe a year and a half ago,
All right.
and I decided to, I actually licensed it. So everything was on me, the packaging, the manufacturing. He was doing a nice job, but he was doing it on a very local level. It was a
Okay.
camping type item. So we were looking, so, with my Quick Survive, we have a nice camping area. And I thought this thing was phenomenal. I actually stopped him in the middle of the pitch, Stephen. Now, I'm going to tell you everything. When I'm good, I'm good. When I'm not, I'm not. I stopped him in the middle of the pitch, and I told him, I'm in. Stop pitching. Okay? Because every once in a while, I love something so much. This was one of those items. This
All
is
right.
how this is it. Stop pitching. I love it. Okay? It was an appearance somewhere. It was making an appearance, and people were signing up to pitch their item. Just me, not a
Okay.
panel or anything. Just me. So I start with the thing. It's not packaged correctly, the whole thing, because I have to get it ready for national exposure. So the way he packaged it was only working for what he was doing in a very small way.
All right.
So I took it over. I cut molds. I repackaged. I did I brought in. I mean, I can't even tell 15,000 units. That's how sure I was on this. And then what happened was, it wasn't that interesting to the people that I thought it would be a grand slam. So because of my model, I lost about $50,000, and the inventor lost $0. That's why it really pisses me off when people soak these poor inventors for money. Either you're in or you're out. Don't make them pay this upfront $10,000, $5,000, whatever it is. Oh, let's have a conversation, 1,500. Bullshit. If I want to have a conversation, it's for free, because that's my upfront investing. That's how I look at it. But these guys may just be hitting you for the fee and running, whereas I want to be a partner. I want
So what
to
did
make a
you
lot of money.
do? So you invest in it, you believe in it, you trust your gut, you get it to market, and the thing doesn't work. Do you go back and retweak it, or do you run from it? Do you cut your losses? What do you do with that?
Well, with this in particular item, I'm sitting on a whole bunch of inventory. I continue to try to move it through my channels, because
Okay.
I have an unbelievable network set up. It's not what I thought it was going to be. And
Okay.
that's really, I'm not here to make excuses.
All right.
The excuse is I missed, Stephen. I missed.
Okay. All right.
Everybody's entitled to miss. And it's not the first one, and it won't be the last one.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I took a big shot at it. The inventor had faith in me, but didn't cost the inventor anything. That's really the point I'm trying to make. But it's so funny. Like, there's comments down below, and they're always like, "Oh, give us something, Mark, that you screwed up on." Like it's a joy of some type, and it's fine. It takes all kinds. But I'm here to tell you that
Okay.
I'm not. Babe Ruth didn't bat 1,000. and he's the, you know what I mean? Like, the greatest in the game aren't right all the time. So just own it, learn from it, move on from it, and I won't do that again. That's all. But I've got 10 more items that I'm working on right now, and I'm hoping that 8 out of 10 of them, and my percentage is great. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be of the means that I am if I was wrong all the time. But I'm right a lot more than I am wrong. That's it.
Well, it's real. You guys, that the whole point is, if you're in this game for any length of time, you're going to have successes and you're going to have a lot of failures. And hopefully you have more successes than you do failures to stay in this game and continually to be in the game. But what I like about you, Mark, is that you're in the game and that you're willing to share, you know, the ups and downs. What's it really like? I mean, it's real. It really bothers me when I hear some of this advice online when people really aren't in the game, right? Or the advice is a little old and stale, or they're not, you know, really invested in winning or losing. That's the thing that bothers me. I think you need to be current. I think you need to take your lumps. I think you need to move on and stay in the fight. Be in the game. That's it. Be in the game.
Well, that's getting advice from spectators. And spectators do what? They spectate. So somebody who watches the Super Bowl and says, "Oh, I would have thrown the pass to the left." No shit, Sherlock, but you're in your easy chair eating Doritos. So shut up. Okay, I'm on the field. I'm getting crushed. And the bottom line is, don't tell me I should have passed left. Everybody's a genius with tomorrow's newspaper today. You know? So, yes, I am in the game every single day. And when I give advice from the heart. I give advice that I would have every intention of doing and acting upon myself. And there's no losing, Stephen. I learn after all these decades, I still learn every single day. But you win or learn. You don't win or lose. I know somebody else said that, so I don't want credit for that shit. But it's either you win or you learn. And I learned a whole bunch from this last experience. Yes, it's a $50,000 tuition, but I'll be here tomorrow to play ball. That's the good news. And I'll continue to play. And I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are watching or listening that don't like me very much because I looked at their item and I was like, listen, man, it's not for me. End of story. I'm sorry. It's just not for me. But it's my
Mark, they appreciate that you're spending the time, that you will look at it, and yeah, you're not going to take everything. You've already said that, right? And if you see something you like, you'll take it. All right.
If I get 100 submissions, there's one yes, and out of the 12 yeses per year, I probably end up investing hard into 2 of them. And so that's my batting average. Somebody pull out the calculator and figure it out. But I do it because it's my money. I'm not asking anybody to do anything. That's why I'm so picky.
Yeah. Well, you have to be. Okay, you guys, Stephen Key with Mark. It's called In the Game with Mark Portney. Thank you very much for coming on. We'll see you. Subscribe down below. Tell your friends. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Steve.
There's a great idea in each of us. But it's truly magical to see it come to life. Sharing your creativity with the world has never been easier. We can help.